In this video we are going to talk about top 10 most evil Mortal Kombat characters. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates before starting this video. Let's start. Number 10. Baraka. Baraka made his debut as a member of the Tarkatan species in the second game, with blades capable of slicing through everything and all. He took these blades and waged war against the Shaolin with them ensconced in his side, finally aligning with Wan Kai and Shinnok when Shao Kahn fell. He would eventually fall out with this pair because he, too, desired strength, so he enlisted Mileena to fight for Onaga's claim to Outworld. Later in MKX, Baraka and Mileena stepped in again when a power vacuum arose, as he believed Mileena could take over rule, but their mission was foiled when DVorah killed him, allowing Kotal Khan to seize power and establish his seat on Outworld's throne. Baraka was one of those who went from lackey to realizing that there would always be a hole in power, which is why he decided to rule alongside Mileena. In the most recent game, he was used by a xenomorph to turn into an alien hybrid. Number 9. DVorah. DVorah was one of the strongest additions to MKX, winning viewers over with her personality as well as her ability to be a deadly warrior. DVorah is a chitin, a genus of colonial insects that live within humanoid bodies, and she proved to be as lethal as they come with these creatures in her arsenal. Shao Kahn invaded her domain, and she chose to serve him instead of being a slave. She made her way up the ranks and eventually became a general, all the while keeping an eye out for another opportunity to rise to power. After Shao Kahn's reign ended, she chose to represent Kotal Khan as his closest advisor, assisting him in the civil war against Mileena. DVorah attacks and maims victims with her swarm of bugs, poison, and sharp appendages, as shown by how she killed Baraka. This cemented Kotal Khan's rule and dominion over Outworld, and it demonstrated DVorah's seriousness by killing off a fan favorite. Later on, she would prove to be even more nefarious, secretly offering her services to Wan Kai. Number 8. Tanya. Tanya is one of the many femme fatales in this film, ironically hailing from Adenia. She was first introduced as an innocent fighter, but she was later revealed to be a Shinnok disciple and an associate of Quan Chi's infamous Brotherhood of Shadow. She is, however, a fighter who will worship anyone who gives her the slightest sense of strength. After Shinnok's defeat, she served Shao Kahn, the Deadly Alliance, and Onaga, demonstrating that she was still for hire at the end of the day. The assassin wields a pole, retractable knives, and boomerangs, making him one of the story's most flexible warriors. She's a henchwoman who knows a lot about magic, politics, and diplomacy, allowing her to deceive a lot of people, including Adenians who felt misled when the truth was revealed. This sparked a feud between Tanya and Jade, who saw Tanya as one of the key reasons Adenia couldn't be restored to its former glory. Number 7. Ermac. Ermac made his debut in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and his enigmatic nature made him an instant success. He was a synthesis of all the souls lost in all of Outworld's battles, but he was taken over by Shao Kahn and his mysterious priests. Ermac possesses telekinesis, teleportation, and the power to fly between worlds due to the concentration of souls within him. He went missing until the Mortal Kombat Deception game, when he was resurrected by Kenshi, a blind swordsman whom he helped train in exchange. To atone for his sins, Ermac freed several souls, including Liu Kang's friends and other innocents. This demonstrated how much he shifts his opinion of who he should obey. He left her camp because she was too temperamental, but while he was with Mileena, they caused significant harm to Outworld and its inhabitants, as Reiko and Havoc were leading them down a bloody road. Number 6. Reiko. Because of a rumor that he was really Shao Kahn, Reiko was one of the most talked about characters in the franchise. His ending was also expanded on PlayStation and PC to show him entering a portal and landing in Shao Kahn's throne room with the latter's helmet coming over Reiko's face, as seen in Mortal Kombat 4. Reiko not only wore Emperor-style armor, but he also had the Emperor's move kit, hammer, and hateful demeanor. With Shao Kahn's death, he no longer had to follow his rules and was free to challenge the likes of Kotal Khan to see who will reign supreme. This demonstrated that he had taken on many traits from the ex-emperor, leading to Reiko's ascension to godhood through the use of Havoc's dark magic and warrior sacrifices. Number 5. Mileena. Shang Tsung created Mileena as a katana clone for Shao Kahn. This was accomplished by Tarkatan physiology, which ties her so closely to Baraka. She despises Katana because she wants to govern Adenia and refuses to acknowledge that she is a carbon copy of her. As the franchise progressed to the 2011 reboot, her features and personality became more monstrous, resulting in her secretly harboring the throne Shao Kahn ruled on. She used Baraka and his people to try to claim superiority after Shao Kahn was killed in MKX, but Kotal Khan had other ideas. He ordered DVorah to assault Mileena's troops, killing Baraka and weakening her army. She searched out other elements to aid her in gaining control later on, ultimately aligning with and taking Reiko as a lover due to his previous experience as a Shao Kahn henchman, not realizing he was tricking her. At the end of the game, Mileena would deploy an army of her clones, demonstrating that she was willing to go to any length to gain control. Number 4. Blaze. Blaze was first seen on fire in the pit stage of the second game, released in 1993. In the distance, he was on the bridge, opposing Liu Kang. To protect the egg that would yield the Dragon King's rebirth, he was ultimately transformed into a fire elemental by Onaga's followers. Blaze became the most powerful warrior in the lore when he attained this state, having the ability to control fire, lava, and heat, as well as the ability to devour life. He was also at odds with his brothers, Dagon and Tavin, over who would be in charge of the destiny of all realms. According to the Mortal Kombat Armageddon plot, he feeds off the power of all the franchise's combatants, and was long expected to bring about the end of the planet. Many heroes tried to band together to stop him from destroying everything, but Blaze, who had been imprisoned to protect the egg, had grown tired of the world's constant warfare and desired to raise it. Number 3. Onaga. In Mortal Kombat lore, Onaga is known as the Dragon King, first appearing in Deadly Alliance, but as the main antagonist and final boss in Deception. He then became playable in Armageddon, as one of the parties attempting to stop Blaze from continuing his personal quest to govern. Things about him were kept under wraps, but it was revealed that he was the long-dead king of Outworld who came before Shao Kahn. He had a strong army, but due to his untimely death, he was mummified and buried in an ancient tomb, only for the necromancer Wan Kai to come upon it and attempt to exploit it. He's one of the most terrifying characters in the series, and he's said to be the conduit for the One Being, an all-powerful entity. Because of his strength, Shao Kahn chose to poison him rather than battle him. Number 2. Wan Kai. Wan Kai is a treacherous sorcerer from the hellish nether realm who can't be trusted. He first appeared in the animated series, Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm, before making his video game debut in Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero. His first playable appearance was in MK4, and he's been one of the series' main antagonists ever since. He's best known for his feuds with Sub-Zero and Kenshi, but his most notable was with Scorpion, for whom he orchestrated the destruction of all he cherished in his human form, Hanzo, before resurrecting him as a wraith from hell. Wan Kai is a cunning character who has previously allied himself with Shang Tsung and Shinnok while also keeping an eye on how to manipulate others. He's still plotting to stab his colleagues in the back, and his desire for Shinnok's power amulet exemplifies how ruthless he's been after his Deadly Alliance scheme to weaponize the Dragon King. His motives are still a mystery, which is what makes him so dangerous. Number 1. Shinnok. Shinnok is the very definition of bad. He's a vengeful sorcerer who's been imprisoned for a long time, as shown by his decayed appearance and royal garb, mocking the pantheon of elder gods he once belonged to. His despicability stems from the fact that he wields enormous power but chooses to rely on cerebral schemes, as shown by his alliance with Wan Kai. This was evident when he had the necromancer persuade Shao Kahn to combine Earth Realm and Outworld against the elder god's wishes, weakening both realms and making them vulnerable to his power's invasion. What are your thoughts on our video? Which one you think is the best villain? Please let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.